Weeks later, Uganda's military denied allegations of holding Jagi and Oyo in their response to a habeas corpus case filed by two lawyers at the Uganda High Court. The Uganda People's Defense Forces UPDF said they had carried out investigations and searched all relevant detention facilities, records, and found no entry relating to the two missing activists.
Don't have any information to the effect that they are in police custody. Nor do I have any information that they are accused by police. If I had it, I would volunteer it here without any reservations.
And as a Minister of Information, I cross-checked with security agencies, and none of the security agencies was in the knowledge of these two Kenyans.
Like for instance, we have got two Kenyans whom we arrested. They have been with us. I have their names, but I don't remember their names.
They've been with us. One of the things that you must know for sure, if you decide to serve a dictatorial regime, is you're going to have to compromise your values, your principles, and be a face of telling lies. Let me tell you this. Two Kenyans were abducted in Uganda. We all knew this had happened. We called out the Museveni government to release these people. They all denied. Actually, members of parliament, including ministers, went on record to say, we've cross-checked all security forces and we do not have these people. Only for Museveni to come out and be like, oops, we were kidding. We've been holding them incommunicado. Yeah, we've actually tortured them a little bit. And now, I don't know what these ministers are going to say. That's what we're going to be looking at tonight. Welcome to Mordecai Modisa Live. And yes, indeed, presenting to you from these United States of the America. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, or good time, wherever you watch. My name is Mordecai Modisa. Now, we're going to be looking at this gentleman. They've finally admitted they've been holding the two Kenyan activists in illegal detentions in Uganda. Let's go on and listen to what he says. Then I'll play you a video clip of his minister saying, no, we've really cross-checked everywhere, including the spokesperson of the Uganda police force, the military, only for Museveni to be like, okay, ignore all that, we lied, and there's nothing you can do. Come on.
Like for instance, we have got two Kenyans whom we arrested. They have been with us. I have their names, but I don't remember their names.
They've been with us. Like, we've been holding them incommunicado. Now, let's go here, and I'll show you here. I mean, shame is not a thing you'd think these people should have.
Don't have any information to the effect that they are in police custody. Nor do I have any information that they are accused by police. If I had it, I would volunteer it here without any reservations.
Okay, wait a second here. Can we say that the president of the Republic of Uganda lied to the spokesperson of the Uganda police force? How embarrassing must it be? And how are they going to try to clean up this mess? Oh, I knew we heard them, but I didn't want to tell you. Let's go on and watch here. It becomes more interesting.
Weeks later, Uganda's military denied allegations of holding Jagi and Oyo in their response to a habeas corpus case filed by two lawyers at the Uganda High Court. The Uganda People's Defense Forces UPDF said they had carried out investigations and searched all relevant detention facilities, records, and found no entry relating to the two missing activists. With the authorities denying holding the two, Uganda High Court on October 23rd dismissed the case, stating that one cannot squeeze blood from a stone, and advised their lawyers to make a formal report of missing persons.
Are you kidding me? Only for Museveni to come out and say, hey, we've been holding... Look, this is Daron Achimegolu warning us in the Why Nations Fail, and he puts his focus on institutions. And nations that like Uganda continue failing because of the death of institutions. Like, You have the Uganda People's Defense Forces. How sensitive must an issue be, and how important that they would actually pronounce themselves, oh, we don't have them. And then you have the Uganda Police Force saying, oh no, we don't know, come on. We've cross-checked all our detentions. We've asked all security forces. We don't have them. The Uganda People's Force, oh, we don't have them. Even including the High Court now. Are you kidding me? Now you have the Uganda High Court having to clean up a mess. The Uganda People's Defense and the Uganda Police Force. Are you kidding me? Like, oops, I was only kidding. I'm sorry, I was kidding. We've been holding them. He doesn't care about the institutions. And all nations die the moment institutions start to die. If you see all these institutions on a journey down a rabbit hole of death, that nation is dead. Because now, what do we believe the next time we are questioning these folks? If they're going to hold press conferences like the spokesperson, Chituma Rusoke of the Uganda Police Force, and be like, okay, we do not have them, blah, 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 okay?
I received a call from the Minister of Internal Affairs that he was coming to the house. He requested that he would be there, but I don't know if government, I see the Minister of Information and National Guidance here, if he wants, I write.
You're right.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. And I also want to congratulate you upon being nominated and opposed.
Okay, enough with the niceties.
As a member of the next parliament. Now, regarding the alleged 2 Kenyans who went missing, when this story came out, I received very many calls from international media, including BBC and many others. And as a Minister of Information, I cross-checked with security agencies, and none of the security agencies was in the knowledge of these 2 Kenyans. Because the story was saying they entered into the country and they were moving with one of the presidential candidates and they went missing. So maybe we should ask the Minister of Internal Affairs.
These folks are, they're not afraid to tell lies. I mean, I don't know how you tell a lie with a straight face. I don't know. I need to take some lessons from Chris Baryomunsi. Really? And then you have the Uganda People's Defense Force releasing a press statement. We do not have them. So do you want us to believe the next time you tell us anything? And the fact that Museveni actually said that brings an end to, you don't even have to pay attention to the rest of other stuff he says.
They came. They were working with Chagulanyi's group.
They came, they've been working with my political opponent, his group. Look, you know, this reeks of desperation and fear. You know, Kenyans have been demonstrating, especially the Gen Zs. So they were afraid because there's been some sort of strategizing and planning of folks in Kenya to demonstrate, protest, which is the constitutional right, to demand the release of the 2 activists. Now, Museveni finds out, okay, this might spell doom for my administration. What do? I should release them. And because they were not going to kill them because they know what would happen, so Museveni has to, okay, I'm going to be the sacrificial lamb. But I'm going to be like, okay, we've been holding them, in our detentions. And what are you going to do? This tells you the death of the 3 nations. Uganda, Kenya, when it comes to institutions, of course. Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. And, of course, Rwanda, by extension, it's got a dictator who wins by 99%, Kagame. And then you have South Sudan. It's a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a mess. But Museveni is saying, we've been holding them.
That they are experts in riots. Of course,
nobody actually said that there were experts in riots. Nobody.
It's
you. You're afraid that the demonstration might give birth to riots and that might spell doom to your administration. I don't think anybody said, we've got experts in riots in Uganda. No.
Intelligence system, we picked them up.
Intelligence systems, these are security organs, but at the same time, they're the ones who denied, we don't have them. We don't have. And now, recently I made some commentary about the dangers of prolonged exposure to dictatorships. Now you have folks within Uganda, ostensibly educated, like I usually say, traveled, folks who have the books. They're going to go on and defend this. They're going to have to twist themselves like pretzels, like I usually mention, to defend this. Nobody. I mean, that's the dangers of prolonged exposure to dictatorships. You're not able to be in a position to have an independent thought. You have to twist themselves, engage in mental gymnastics to justify unjustifiable actions, indefensible positions.
They have been in the fridge for some days.
Imagine the president of a country saying, oh, they've been in a fridge. We've been torturing them. He says that with a smirk on his face. The president of Uganda said, oh, we've been torturing them. Oh, that should be okay. And you have, of course, like I said, he doesn't respect folks who serve him. They're going to do some sort of cleaning up his mess. Oh, this is what he meant. They've been in a fridge for some time. Look at him. How embarrassing that this is the president of a country. and of course, you have, I call it the simping syndrome. You have people laughing when he says, oh, we held them and we've been torturing them. That's so funny. These are all simps. They want to be given money. They want to show some sort of support to Museveni. Let's laugh to show you what you did. You said is funny. Torturing people is funny. What?
They're calling.
Now, some Kenyan leaders rang me and said that I should hand them back I should either put them in jail here or hand them back. So we are going to, but you could see we are monitoring all of them. They all have connections with foreign countries.
Of course, he's always got one scapegoat. Oh, foreign countries. He doesn't. He knows that Ugandans are tired of him. But how does he spice and dice this? Okay, are there some foreigners behind these folks? No. You know, at one time, I think I made some commentary on my last YouTube channel, the one I had before it was hacked. They asked him, there was a lady, I think, was she from USA or UK? She asked him, who are these people? Tell us. He will never mention one foreigner. No. He's got to be vague and nebulous. There's these people, foreigners. Mention one.
Foreign groups funding them.
Like what group? Can you give us only one name?
What these foreigners apparently want, like Uganda, they are very worried about Uganda.
Nobody's worried about Uganda. No.
Uganda is moving. Very strong. Industry is growing.
Lies.
We don't lack anything. We have all the food. We have all.
Imagine saying these words on national television. He's telling complete lies. He doesn't even care that we don't lack anything. We have enough food. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the screen. That's Karamoja for you. Recently, we had a report. They were supposed to be given iron sheets, only to be stolen by folks who serve in his regime. People in Karamoja don't have healthcare. They don't have food. They don't have where to sleep. But this man says, oh, we are progressing. We don't lack anything. We have all the food we need. And you have folks surrounding him simping. What you said? What?
The raw materials, we have all the industrial products.
Look at the screen about this man telling lies.
We are now going to get our oil. So they are very worried.
Nobody's worried about that.
And some of them have been talking with our confused people.
And he never explains why these folks he called confused. What's confusing them? Are they the contradictions that are dominating your regime?
That they should have contracts, how to control our national.
Nobody's actually saying that. You're telling on yourself because you gave a lot of contracts to so many people. Many folks, I think, is it the Chinese that were given signed contracts with Uganda regarding the gold mines and stuff like that, reserve and stuff. So he's just telling lies. He knows he's just projecting what he's doing onto his political opponents. He never comes out with, receipts. Be like, okay, I'm going to tell you, we have this intelligence. He usually talks about the intelligence of Uganda. He doesn't tell us that, you know what? We have proof of Bobi Wine meeting the minister of this country or this group, and, this is what they discussed. It's all lies. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to be a short one. It is really sad that Museveni doesn't have any remorse when it comes to telling lies. He's going to go on and lie to you. And you have, you're going to see, I can't wait to look at what's going to be in the parliament. Baryomunsi, the minister, doing the COP and compensation. After Museveni says, oops, I was kidding. Jeez. Now, finally here, every time I make commentaries and I say like, hey, we have to vote this guy out, we have to fight this regime, I have folks who think that because I support Bobi Wine and I would advise you to vote for Bobi Wine, I ask you to vote for Bobi Wine. Yes, I do. But you don't have to support Bobi Wine to condemn illegalities in your country, to stand on the right side of history. What was done to the two folks is wrong. It is illegal. Unless you're waiting for the man in a long black coat to knock on your door, just like Philip Lucky Dube told us. That would be very sad. Come on. All right, that's it for now. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. See ya.